So, new Resistance Trilogy, PlayStation 5 Remaster, and the new PlayStation 5 update now live, and I tested the audio feature, so I want to talk about that a bit. And those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, have you played any of the Resistance games or not? We're going to be talking about a new story making the rounds, and I have thoughts on it, but before then, have you played any of the games? So comment below, yes or no, if you've played any of the Resistance games or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, new PS5 update now live and testing the new audio upgrade. Reading from PlayStation Universe, Sony Interactive Entertainment has started rolling out PlayStation 5 system software update 11.20 following yesterday's announcement. As previously reported, this latest PlayStation 5 firmware update brings back the classic PlayStation UI designs for your PlayStation 5 that were used for the 30th anniversary celebrations last year, as well as adding some new audio immersion features. You can read the full patch notes below. We've added audio focus, a feature that supports broader accessibility and allows players to hear quiet in-game sounds and voice chat more clearly. When audio focus is turned on, specific frequencies of quieter sounds are amplified, making car engines, footsteps, in-game character voices, and voice chat clearer. Multiple presets are available to enhance specific frequency ranges. This feature is only available when using headphones. You can now select also a design inspired by your favorite PlayStation console generation and apply it to your home screen and other areas. We've improved system performance and stability. That's a normal one we see every single time. So I got to play a bit with the audio feature yesterday when playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, and it really elevates the low sounds, and that looks to be the focus here, as it states in the article. One of the highlights of Assassin's Creed Shadows, if you've played the game, is its weather system. The game visually looks really good, but its weather system is impressive, and this kind of amplifies all of that audio, the wind, the thunder, the rain, all of that. It's kind of amplified a bit more so, which I didn't consider to be a low sound before, but now it's like really, you hear that audio. So it's pretty cool to see. You also have settings to allow you to decide how intense you want the change to really be. I put mine on strong, and that really showcases the difference. I think my next step today, hopefully, or this weekend, is to try this setup on multiplayer shooters, because I think this could be a game changer. Being able to very clearly hear where those footsteps are coming from is going to be a solid advantage for PlayStation users. I have to test it out more so, but it's been nice to use it so far on Assassin's Creed Shadows, so let's see how it goes with other games that I get to play it with, but it's pretty cool so far. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. And now diving into the final story of the video, Resistance Trilogy PlayStation 5 Remaster. Reading from Push Square, Sony today announced it'll be having another PlayStation Plus clear out next month, as it did in May of 2024. The update means that 22 PS5, PS4, and Classics titles will be taken off the service, but in a more surprising move, the refresh also affects some PS3 games on PlayStation Plus Premium. This is bad enough on its own, but there's actually a knock-on effect. Resistance Fall of Man and Resistance 2 won't be playable whatsoever on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 after 20th May 2025. The two PlayStation 3 classics are only available on PlayStation Plus Premium, and as such, they can only be streamed. You cannot purchase a digital copy of the games and download them like you can with the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 titles on PlayStation Plus Premium. Due to this, since Resistance 1 and 2 were added to the service in November of 2024, they will only have been available for 6 months when they depart. After that, you simply can't play them in any form on PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4. Resistance 3 and Resistance Retribution will remain on PlayStation Plus Premium for now. The move, of course, comes after the 3 PlayStation Plus tiers all increased in price in many different regions. Perhaps the games are making way for proper ports onto the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, but that's more likely just wishful thinking. So I've seen the conversation going around about a potential remaster of the Resistance series, and I want to say I've been there before. I know how you feel. The Sly Cooper series were on PlayStation Now before the new PlayStation Plus service was created in 2022, and Sony removed the Sly Cooper games from the service and then just added them to the streaming service back a few months later to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the series, as if they really did anything substantial. They just took out the games and just put them back in, the same streamable only games. Killzone, its 20th anniversary happened last year with no mention, no tweet, no nothing, and those games were also on cloud streaming as well before, and Sony removed those games years ago at this point. We used to have Killzone 2 and 3 for PlayStation Now, I believe. I don't know if people remember that. Those were streamable games. I will say, on a brighter note, even though they didn't land on the 20th anniversary of the series, we still did get the Sly Cooper Trilogy ported over to the PlayStation 5 last year. They're all now natively playable on the console. It's not a remaster, but they play, I believe, better and look better than the original games. So that's something. Not a full remaster, but you can natively play these games on your PlayStation 5 right now. So for Resistance, I wouldn't say these games would come back in remaster form. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. We've heard credible rumors / reports that Sony is working on a PlayStation 3 emulator for the PlayStation 5, and considering Sony is shifting away heavily from the PlayStation 4 next year, as my theory has been before, maybe 2026 is the time Sony finally launches the PlayStation 3 emulator only on PlayStation 5, similar to the Switch 2 GameCube emulator situation over there. So maybe next year we could start seeing a bunch of these PS3 games start to pop up on the PlayStation Plus service and purchasable on the store for whatever price Sony decides to put them up there. You know, that's going to be exciting. That's the only way I could really see them coming back. I would love a full remaster of Killzone, a full remaster of Resistance and the whole Resistance franchise, but it just doesn't seem like Sony's going down that route. Let's see how this goes. But you guys let me know if you think we're going to get remasters or ports of these games. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. And subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with Ready to Play Beyond. Obviously, this is in reference to the PlayStation 3. I believe that was the slogan. So the PlayStation 3 emulation situation could be interesting this summer. I didn't put this in the main story of the video. I put this in the after show because while this is some of you that watch it and it's growing every single video, I see a bunch of you commenting the after show stuff, which I love. I didn't want to put this in the main thing because this is just me rambling on, just discussing. I wonder if Sony could do this summer what they did with the PlayStation 2 last summer. Last summer, PlayStation 2 emulation just popped out. We just got it, and they started to introduce games last June, I believe, and could they do that again with this summer in June? Sony just introduces PlayStation 3 games. You know, on the 3rd anniversary of the new service, they introduced PlayStation 3 games, and this is why they removed Resistance 1 and 2 so quickly off the service, and that's why recently they increased the prices of PlayStation Plus once again. Obviously, those reasons are just reasons I'm bringing up. That's probably not the case. Sony increased prices because they increased prices, but regardless, this is just me rambling on, and I know you guys know that for the after show bit. But if you are excited about the potential of PlayStation 3 games finally coming to PlayStation 5, destroy the comment section with Ready to Play Beyond, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.